Hello students, I am Amrit B. Today I will be taking up the second video for the concept we started, that is note making and summarization. So basically that first video was a foundation for the notes, how to prepare notes basically. Now the second aspect which is important from your examination point of view as well, that is how to present your notes, the components which you need to keep in mind and their presentation techniques, right? So you can quickly go through the content that is given here as introductory. Notes will help you remember the information that you gathered. They come in handy for a quick revision. Now see the thing I told you in first video. This is how notes are important in your life, right? That is why I told you that CBSE has made it a point to include it in your syllabus itself, because for example it may be less fruitful for you in school life where you have part of dictation as well, but this will basically help you in your studies after you complete your school, that is after plus 2. When you go to college and universities, there you need to prepare notes for the lectures. So this is why basically CBSE arms you with this strength of good note making, right? So let's come to the point. Now here you look at the basic things first. First is the heading. After you have read the passage carefully, the first thing that you need to frame is, that is the heading. Heading should be based on the question, what is the main idea of the passage? Then you have to frame a heading on the basis of central idea. Central idea is the basic theme, the crux of the passage on which it is based. So that should be your heading. After that comes into picture the subheadings. Now the subheadings means, for this you need to have these questions in mind as are already mentioned in on your screen right now. How has the main idea been presented and developed? Which means the idea that is given in the headings, that is the central theme of the passage, how has this been presented and developed in different paragraphs? So those will make the subheadings for that particular passage. Are there any two or three subordinate associated ideas? Subordinate means the ideas that take forward the main central idea of the passage, that is the heading. Then next you can frame subheadings based on these, right? So the subordinate ideas, the associated ideas, that will help you frame your subheadings. Next are the points. Points will mean, now see, let me clarify, let me simplify it for you. The first thing, heading here means the heading of the whole passage, right? Subheading is one heading for each paragraph, that is the subheading of the main passage, which means you will have, like in the first video I mentioned, that basically your title of the first point would be the heading that you give for that particular paragraph, that is the subheading. Points are the points that have been covered in that particular paragraph. Are there any further details or points of the subtitles that you wish to keep in these notes? Indent, that is suitably space and number. I'll just show you the formatting, how you'll be presenting that. So indenting is presenting in that particular format of the numbers and giving them proper space margin. All subheadings should be written at a uniform distance from the margin. So there has to be a particular pattern and there has to be a particular distance the way we arrange these points. That is why I said the presentation is what matters once you have understood how to frame notes, and especially important from your examination point of view. This brings us to the main part of presentation, that is indenting. Now indenting is the first point. As you can see here, all points should maintain the same distance away from the margin. They should be equally spaced from the margin. Then important characteristics. These are the general characteristics. Do not use complete sentences. I am just repeating it for a quick revision what we have done in video 1. The main points and detail, they should be clearly distinguished. That is, the examiner should not feel as if you are repeating the same point. They should be separated from each other. They should be presented in different way, as if they are separate identities. Certain words are dropped, like we already mentioned last time, pronouns, conjunctions, these can be skipped. Helping verbs, especially articles. Then avoid unnecessary facts, examples, illustration, etc. Examples can be avoided because basically examples means you are only repeating the thought that is given. examples are repetitions, and repetition needs to be avoided in framing notes. So while framing notes, these examples, illustrations should be skipped. Then condensed information should be presented. This is just another repetition of we discussed in detail in the last video. It should be very crisp, clear, precise. Headings need to be numbered, then providing the abbreviation key. Now see here, look at this part. This is something new, and I want you to be very careful while understanding this, how they should be presented. And please, one more thing, don't confuse yourself. Whenever you look it up on the internet or somewhere, there are, I believe, and I fully agree with you, more than one options of numbering your points for note making. I repeat myself, there are more than one correct ways, even as per CBSE. I have been telling my students always to follow one standard pattern for the whole class. Now see, let me make it clear here, and we'll be discussing when we meet in class as well, why I make this a point that you stick to only this particular pattern. Because if you are all sticking to the same pattern, you are following the same pattern, there won't be any confusion. If I start giving you option that this is the one way in which you can number your point, this is another, this is third, at some point of time, if you lack practice, you may tend to mix those, and which means you won't be correct either way. For that, it is very important you basically focus on one particular thing which is very simplified and very presentable. That is why I have chosen this format. So please have a look at it, how we'll be doing this. Your notes should be like this. Like the first part, as I already said, the heading that is based on the central idea of the passage. This would be your heading to the whole passage. After that begins what is to be present, what has been presented there in the form of paragraphs. Now subheading 1, subheading 2, subheading 3, as you can see here, subheading 1, 2 and 3, these are the three headings of the three paragraphs. So we assume there are three paragraphs in the unseen passage that you are given for note making. So these are the subheadings of the paragraphs. Then further subpoints will be written as 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. These are the subpoints. These 3 points have been covered in this particular paragraph, right? For example, let's assume in case of this one particular point, you have further a few points to clarify this subpoint. For that, it will be 1.3.1. Again, if there is a second subpoint, then it will be 1.3.2 and so on. So we'll move on to the third place digit in case of adding more subpoints. So just have a quick look at it once again. I do hope you have understood this pattern. You can have a good second look as well, I would say, to emphasize. Subheading after the main heading, then the subpoints 1, 2 and 3, and then subpoints. So when you look at it very carefully, I am pretty sure you will be able to understand both the aspects. And if you still have any doubts, we'll take up a follow-up session, right? Now comes the next part. The point I would like to add here is the spacing. When I mentioned indenting, look at this thing. It has to follow a regular pattern, right? So indenting has to be there, proper headings, subheadings, space, which means it needs to follow a regular pattern. These are the other format, just for your knowledge I have put it here. The other formats mentioned here, but I already explained myself why I stick to only one particular pattern of writing the notes. So I do hope you understand and there would be no confusion for you, and especially for class 11th for whom it is a new exercise. It will be very easy for you if you don't confuse your mind with multiple instructions, right? Next part is summary writing, which I'll be taking up in the next video. But for today, I'll make one addition to the task that I gave you yesterday. I'll bring you back to this pattern. Now what I want you all to do is look at this pattern of putting the notes into heading and subheadings and the subpoints. So what I want you to do is, in video 1, the passage that we discussed, I asked you just for practice, note down the main points, the highlighting points of different paragraphs. Now I would like you all to try to put those points into this format. That is heading, subheading, subpoints, and if there are further any subpoints for the subpoints. So try doing this, and believe me, if you take one step at a time, if you are actually doing this side by side, taking one step and one time, and you actually do this in parts, I'm pretty sure you won't be having any problem by the time the school reopens and we reach the class. You will all get a hang of how to preparing good notes. So that's all for today. See you in the next video. Happy learning. Take care. Thank you.